Hi, my name is Ryan Sullivan, and I am here at the beautiful Fisher Building in Detroit, Michigan, to explain the Wellness 6 program to you and how you can utilize it to increase your strength, endurance, mobility, and mindfulness. The Wellness 6 program is designed to be an open source, highly adaptable program that allows people to fit in a fitness and wellness program into their everyday life. So that way they may not have the time to get to the gym, and they may not even have the interest to go to the gym, but this is something that you can either do in the comfort of your own home, with groups of people, or even with clients to help increase that overall sense of fitness, well-being, and wellness and mindfulness. So the Wellness 6 program is designed around an idea that I encountered in the martial arts. In the martial art that I studied, we had something called the Kihon Happo. And the Kihon Happo, what Kihon means is it means fundamental. It just means the basics. So if you learn these basics, you have the fundamentals that you need. And so the Wellness 6 is, in a way, it's like a movement Kihon. So if you practice these movements, each one, basically the idea is that you use these as the core of your program, and then with each movement there are tiered layers to it, there are variations, and there are support exercises for each one to help you get to the next level. If you look at the way the videos are set up, each one has its own tiered level that you can work through. So level 1 is a certain level 2 is a certain level, and each one progresses to the next. Now what you can do is you can follow along with each video and figure out for each movement where you're at in those tiered systems. So I could be at level 1 with Shiko, and I could be at level 4 with the tabletop bridge, and I can know that in my practice and work on those and progress through them appropriately. What's great about the Wellness 6 program from the perspective of versatility is if you do it 1 or 2 times, it's a great wellness program. You could set a reminder on your calendar to be like, oh, time to do my 15 minutes of wellness, which means I'm going to hop up out of my chair, I'm going to pop on YouTube, I'm going to do tier 1 just to get my body loosened up and warmed up because I've been sitting hunched over a desk all day. Or you can set aside an hour in your schedule to work your way all the way up the tiers, each one more increasingly challenging than the next. When you encounter a level that you can't move to the next tier, you just stay at the one that is appropriate for you at your level. And this would provide an amazing practice. That would give you 5 sets of each exercise, each one building on the next. And within the program, you are working on everything from balance to coordination to mobility to mindfulness, as well as strength. And if you are doing them slowly enough and with the appropriate tempo and with the appropriate pauses, with enough volume, it's also going to be conditioning. Because you could do it, like I said, as a singular practice, like you would do a strength training program for a series of sets with rest in between. You could do it as a circuit. You could do it as intervals. Every single one of these is highly adaptable. And the better you know all the tiers and levels, the better you will be able to develop your capacity in full. Because it's not just about the muscles, it's also about the nervous system, it's about the fascia, it's about the bones, and it's about the body awareness, the proprioceptive awareness of your own body in space, which, if you know anything about longevity, plays a massive role in how we age and what our capacities are as we age. Because from an evolutionary standpoint, human beings have been around about 200,000 years. Civilization has existed for about 10,000. And you'll notice that throughout the history of civilization, our movements consistently are contracted down and down and down until now we live only in a very select space. The Wellness 6 program and the way it's designed right now, there's primarily going to be the follow-along videos, and you'll notice that each one has 3 options. So you can watch it with music and no instruction, with music and instruction, and with no music and instruction. This is entirely so that you can work at whatever taste you like. Also, for example, if you'd like to keep the instruction but listen to your own music, or if you like the music but don't want to listen to me talk, those are all perfectly reasonable, because this is meant to be a long-term program that's at the core of your fitness and wellness journey. In the future and moving forward, I will continue to do content based on breaking out each exercise in its appropriate tiers, and also talking about support exercises that you can do for each one with bands, weights, and other things like that. I highly recommend that this is a fantastic way to warm up for any other strength training or endurance program that you have, as a fantastic core system of movement to help with your other training, or it can solely be your form of training, and we can bring in other elements to help you get better at that particular form of training. So as this all continues and as this system develops, I'm going to be asking the community that's participating in this for your feedback and your questions, so that way I know what content you need. The goal is going to be to develop a virtual space and community that we can utilize to progress this system forward to help as many people as possible.